We are jumping right into it. Welcome everyone to the first VANTEC Angel Network event of the new year. So I hope, you all have a fantastic 2024, and let's kick it off in style here with some amazing companies that are going to be presenting for us today. So jumping right into a quick acknowledgement here, it is with gratitude and respect that we acknowledge we're gathered here today on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nation. We're here today, and it's all, well, not all, but it is very much in part to our sponsors, and we couldn't be here without them. And so a big thank you to Fasken, Tandem Innovation, Go Recruitment, SFU Venture Labs, our location sponsor, Western Pacific Trust Company, Sales Primer, West Ventures, Volition. And obviously, we work closely with the government, and so we thank them as well. We also are partnered with Keiretsu Forum. They're a fantastic partner of ours, and if you are a member of Keiretsu, you get a free membership with VANTEC. Honestly, I really love Keiretsu and the style that they run their organization. So if you are a new angel getting into the space, I definitely recommend checking them out. They have a very collaborative due diligence process where you can get hands-on experience with that due diligence process and meet like-minded investors as well. Getting into a little bit about VANTEC. So we have over 180 members, and we've helped more than 3,000 companies in the last 25 years. This is our 25th anniversary. So really excited about that, and has been a staple within the ecosystem for a quarter century. And quickly on this, I will say that last year in 2023, we did have 124 companies take the stage, and looking to have that or more in 2024. Obviously, we are going through a transition here. So Lindsay and myself are taking things over from Tenzr and Frank. And so we're always looking at ways that we can be improving and creating as much value for you, our members, and you, the entrepreneurs that are pitching as well. And one of the things that we have heard already in the last few months is that the deal quality and the presentation quality are improving, and we're really excited to see that. It's in part because of the proactive approach that our partner funds are taking to go and deal source and send deals our way, and we thank all of you that are out there finding amazing deals and sending them to VANTEC as well, so keep that up. And the presentations I have been really impressed with as well. I mean, I think that having the programming that we have with bringing Volition in for the pitch roundtables and Sales Primer for the traction and trajectory is really helping companies in getting ready for the presentations that they do here at VANTEC. But also we have amazing partners in Tandem and Go Recruitment that are helping companies afterwards. And with the help of NRC IRAP, we look to expand that and continue to create as much value and prepare companies for speaking with investors as much as possible. Getting to a couple of community announcements here. There is a Vancouver Entrepreneurs Forum event coming up on January 16th. This is a great opportunity to have, I believe it's a fireside chat with Tara Bosch of the founder, of Smart Suites. So a really great success story out of Vancouver, and certainly a great person to learn from. So definitely sign up for that one. And then Keiretsu has their in-person investment summit at the Vancouver Club at the end of the month here, January 30th. And so if you're a member, do sign up for that as well. I do want to open it up. I mentioned this before, that if there's any of our members in the room that have announcements that they'd like to make about anything going on, please, love to hear it.
Hello. If any of the entrepreneurs in your life are a little challenged when it comes to communication skills, you and they need to know that there is a Toastmasters Club created in 2006 that is just custom designed to work with entrepreneurs to improve their public speaking skills. That club is called the Vancouver Entrepreneurs Toastmasters Club. If you need more information and you, for whatever reason, can't find it on Google, come talk to me. I'll be happy to refer you to it. You might want to search under VETC, Vancouver Entrepreneurs Toastmasters Club. Thank you.
Thank you, Roger. All right, and if there's nothing else in other news, I do know that eFund is currently doing a capital raise for their fund that was mentioned at the Angel Forum event. And What If has also just got a new allocation under the EBC tax credit. So if anyone is interested in learning more about investing in What If Capital, come and chat with me at in the networking. We also have the Startup Visa program, and I'd like to hand off to Jackson to say a few words about this program.
Thank you, Aaron. Yes, we have the Vancouver the VANTEC Star Visa program. It's been going for quite a while, and we had many wonderful companies come and do their presentations. If you'd like to experience the latest and greatest of the foreign entrepreneurs trying to make Canada their home, I would suggest you to come to our event. That will happen on February the 8th. And there'll be a Zoom event, and so you can attend virtually. You'll get to hear, the latest and greatest foreign tech companies that are making their way to VANTEC, and maybe one day you can join in and have the fun. And Aaron and both Mike have attended, and they've said good things about how we run things here at the Startup Visa program at our preview event. So if you want to experience, the joy and the opportunities that are going to be forthcoming and get a head start, I would suggest you attend this event. And I'm pretty sure you'll find something you like. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jackson. Do chat with Jackson afterwards. I believe he's sticking around. If you are interested, we can also fill you in as well. So looking forward to having some of these companies come and present at these meetings as well once they land here in Canada. And jumping to the feedback form. So some of you may have the paper copies. We do have the QR code on here. Just takes you to a simple sort of form for providing interest and feedback to the companies. And so if you are interested, select yes. And what we will do is make that introduction and pass your information along to the founders after the event so that we can get that conversation moving. Obviously, all of the entrepreneurs here today are giving a quick, short pitch in hopes of getting that next meeting with you. So definitely let us know if you're interested, but all of the feedback, whether you're interested or not, we'd love to be able to pass that along to the entrepreneurs as well. So if you haven't already, take this down. We'll show it a couple more times throughout the pitches here, but I want to jump right into the pitches. And so the first one is Go Plan Go. So I'm going to invite Shannon Rollins up to the front here.
Hi there, I'm Shannon Ronalds. I'm the founder of Go Plan Go, and we want you to do better stuff. So we're building a directory of fun things to do in the world. But before we do that, we're going to ask you a simple question, which is when? When do you want to do something? And based on your answer, we'll be able to guarantee that everything that we show you will have room for you at that time. The reason we can do this is because we know the real-time inventory of all of our activity provider partners. So if you see it, you can do it. Now we're combining that with a very simple process of elimination. So instead of showing you the hundreds of options that you could do, we're going to help you easily whittle it down so you can find and book the one activity that you actually will do. From a customer acquisition perspective, we have a few things baked right into the app. For example, when you book your tickets, you'll get a confirmation, which also includes how many additional spots are still available. So you can share that link with your friend. They can sign up, they can buy their tickets, and they can join you. Or you can split the bill. You pay for the tickets. Once again, you send them a link. They can sign up, they can cover their end, and off you go. So we're currently actively onboarding activity providers for our Vancouver launch. And I've personally put in 75,000, and we're doing a friends and family round right now. If you're interested, obviously come and talk to me. We'll work something out for you. But I'm here today because we are looking for some mentorship and some introductions to people that can help us get to the next stage in our growth. Again, I'm Shannon Rollins with Go Plan Go, and come talk to me. So together we can do better stuff. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shannon. All right, next up, we have Jamie from NeedleAID to introduce us to your company.
Hi, my name is Jamie McGrill, and I'm the CEO of NeedleAID. Ooh, that looks like it hurt. Every year, 2 million healthcare workers are going to poke themselves with needles, and 80,000 may contract hepatitis B, C, or HIV, which costs $600 million in labor and healthcare costs. I poked myself with a needle as a laboratory researcher, and it was stressful, scary, and it can have life-threatening consequences. That's why we created NeedleAID. NeedleAID is a Class 1 medical device, which means we've already received our medical device license in Canada, and we're patent pending with 2 applications filed. NeedleAID lets you uncap, recap, and dispose of needles safely with one hand without ever touching the pointy bit, so there's no chance of you poking yourself. There is already a strong regulatory framework present in British Columbia and around Canada. So when you're working with a needle and you're recapping, you need to use a single-handed recapping device. That's us. For this reason, we're already in conversation with healthcare authorities around Canada for larger purchases. Our primary needle users in our beachhead market are in research and veterinary, but we're moving into healthcare. We've raised more than $300,000 in non-dilutive funding and made $20,000 in sales with multiple repeats. Our team has experience working and selling in clinical research and pharmacy spaces, and we have a diverse advisory board who are leaders in healthcare, marketing, manufacturing, and sales. NeedleAID sells for $29.99 in bulk, and the recurring revenue comes from the collector units, which fill with needles and must be replaced. We're asking for $500,000 to move to mass manufacturing and build out our sales team, and we have $315,000 available in EBC credits. We've filled the presentations. Thank you, and remember, with NeedleAID, safer workplaces start here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jamie. All right, next up here, I'm just going to get our timer set up. Over to you, Aaron.
All right, I'm Aaron Wilbert, founder of the Coaches Site, a platform that allows coaches to connect with each other, share their best ideas, and learn from professional coaches through our premium subscription. One of the reasons that we've become the #1 online resource for hockey coaches in the world is because the way that we've traditionally educated coaches is broken. Case in point, it requires coaches to attend an in-person clinic every 3 to 5 years, generally over multiple days. So we decided to give coaches access to the best information possible when it comes to coaching their athletes and teams 24/7 on any device through our Coaches Site subscription. And the best part is our content is delivered by the best in the game. So currently we have over 14,000 paying subscribers, representing 12% of the hockey coaches globally. Our product is used by coaches of all levels and has been adopted by organizations at every administrative level in grassroots hockey, including those responsible for educating coaches. In terms of user engagement, our churn on individual subscriptions is less than 4% annually, and we've never had an enterprise account drop off. Since 2020, on average, our revenue has grown 52% year over year. We're on pace to do 1.2 million this year, and we operate at a profit. And we have the benefit of serving an incredibly passionate community, and we've been able to leverage their feedback in designing our product as well as our product roadmap. And we're here to raise capital to enhance our subscription as well as add features that will allow us to grow our revenue per year. We're raising 500,000 Canadian at a pre-money valuation of 9.5 million. This is going to allow us to hit 2.5 million in revenue, as well as begin expanding into other sports by June of 2025. We have earmarked a portion of this raise to some of the professional coaches who we've worked with over the years. However, if you're an investor with experience scaling SaaS businesses, we'd love to chat with you.
Thank you very much, Aaron. That was the Coaches Site. All right, next we have Gerald from Clirio.
Hi, my name is Gerald Magnuson. I'm the CEO at Clirio. We are working to solve the problems of large-scale engineering projects where miscommunication, unnecessary travel, and project delays add up to 88 billion annually. Our solution allows engineers, operators, contractors, and clients to visualize their 3D data as holograms in virtual meetings using AR and VR technology. This allows all stakeholders to achieve common operational understandings of their data and projects, avoiding miscommunication, rework, and unnecessary travel to remote sites. Our team has over 100 years of collective experience in business, engineering, and technology. We have external validation for our solution, and we are looking to make the switch from services revenue to SaaS software. We're primed to create significant profits and returns over the next 5 years. our ask today is 2 million to help raise, to help ramp up our marketing initiatives and build a team to meet the needs of our future customers. Please check us out at www.clear.io, and I look forward to speaking with you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Gerald and Keith. All right, over to Ryan from Jevitty Life Sciences to introduce us.
Hi, I'm Ryan. Thanks for having me back. How many people had a scan since I was last here? Okay, so let's just start here. We have scanners. We have clinics where you get those scans. We've got data that comes in from those scans, and we have an app. We sell things to people through the app. You know, the problem is people are looking at their healthcare and their preventative healthcare across many different types of data. We get these DEXA scans done. We allow people to aggregate stuff off their watches from different devices. We have a target market that are full of people that are 50 plus. This is a large spending community, as you know. Those services we sell through clinics in Vancouver, which this year generated $500,000 in revenue. We sell through our corporate affiliates like Hologic, and we have longevity supplements and small molecule therapies that are under development. So sign a waiver with us and we'll tell you about those. We serve mostly women, 40% men, mostly 35 to 55, physically active people, employed people. It's a paid service. You know, done well this year. The clinics have, especially if you've seen the You Are What You Eat video, so that's our homework for tonight, to go watch that on Netflix. We're looking to be a $15 million company by the end of 4 years. We're looking to raise $600,000 right now. We've had Jerry Kroll, who's our CEO. He's put in about $3 million so far. We're going to finish off the round with about 600. This is going to help us, finance 2024 to break even, expand the product offerings, and provide working capital. Come and see us for a scan. The code is VANTEC. If you haven't had a scan yet, or if you haven't watched the show on Netflix, have a look at that. You Are What You Eat. And thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ryan. I'll give you that. All right, Alicia, we have from Rainstick coming to introduce us. Now, Alicia, you were here in 2021. You did a pitch in VANTEC. So I'd love to start with just sort of how far you've come in the last 2 years and jump into your pitch after that. But
that's more or less what I've made my pitch about, is a little bit about what we were in 2021 and how we progressed now. So super excited to be here again. The last time we were here was a couple of years ago. For anyone that doesn't know who I am, my name is Alicia, and I work with Rainstick. I'm one of the co-founders. I'm the CEO of Rainstick. We came in and we were able to raise $220,000 last time we were here with VANTEC. So super excited to be back with all of you today. So for anyone that that may not know, our mission is to build water innovation that allows people to thrive using only 50 liters of water per person per day. We're starting in the bathroom because that's where 50% of the water is used. 10-minute shower uses 100 liters of water. It's not only wasteful from a water experience, but it's also incredibly wasteful from an energy and cost perspective. There really has not been any innovation today, and that's why we've developed Rainstick Shower, which is our first technology. It saves up to 80% water, 80% energy, while providing a really strong shower experience. 3 gallons per minute at the shower head while only using half a gallon from the house supply. Less than a 5-year payback period. You're going to save substantially over the life of the shower. And last time we came, we were a prototype. This is our wet lab that we used to have. We now have a commercial product that is fully certified for installation within North America. We have 50 active projects, one of which you can see right here, the world's largest RV manufacturer, Thor Industries. They make 250,000 net new RVs every single year. We've partnered with them to build out our recirculating shower for the RV market. Last time we came, we didn't have any of these. We've really started to get out there. In 24 months, we've won Best of Innovation at CES out of 1,800 companies. We've won Best Time Invention of 2023. That was just last November. We're working with the Property Brothers. We've now signed an agreement with the City of San Francisco to start that subsidy to bring that overall installation cost down. We now have 2 methods for install. A regular one that's very similar to a traditional shower install today. We also have a 1-day installation method. And we have I'm just showing our RV, which is our next product, Rainstick Behind the Wall. Last time we came, we were a team of 4. We're now a team of 10, plus a fantastic advisory and board of directors. And we have $250K left. That will get us to approximately 1.5 in this round, seed plus. Our lead investor is Raven Capital Partners, Vancouver-based. We are EBC eligible, so come and talk to us if you're interested. This raise is really about building out our sales and marketing platforms, larger distribution, because we're growing within North America this year. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Alicia. And Alicia came in from Kelowna, so she's here just until the end of this event. So make sure to chat with her before she jets back. Of course. Awesome. Okay, next we have Richard of Slipstream. I'll hand over the controls and let you take it away.
Okay, thank you very much. So I presented last month, and now this is giving you an update on what we've done in the past month. And as a quick reminder, Slipstream is addressing high-speed marine transportation, but my passion in the world is how do we address climate? Because boats are a major polluter and they're really hard to decarbonize, and people want them to go faster. The Slipstream solution is very simple. You take air in at the bow of a trimaran, you lift it out of the water, you eliminate the drag, and then you use that same air as thrust. And a month ago, we were told, hey, you're cooking the books. You're not comparing to the best alternatives out there. We've gone through 3 stages of diligence in the last month, and the people we've done that with say, yes, you beat them on physics, which leads you to the better economics, better safety, better environment, and we're fully amphibious on the beach. It is very simple, it's low maintenance, and it's ready to change the industry. We've built prototypes, 2 meters, 6 meters, 10 meters, 14 meters, and it's now time to make this into a product. $175 billion market. We've got 4 customers in the works, and the aim in 18 months is to build this 10-meter long, 11-passenger, fully electric, zero-emission vessel, and the first exit opportunity comes within 2 years where that gets into the markets. In addition to myself, who've done 3 startup companies previously, we've got the amazing technical team and the person that was the chief engineer for the Aga Khan and Royal Navy hovercraft fleets. The ask is 1.5 million, 500,000 first close. I think we're close to having that lead investor term sheet and looking forward to you joining us.
All right, thank you so much, Richard. All right, so that brings us to the end of the 90-second pitches. We did have one more, but unfortunately, the founder of ALO, which is a non-alcoholic beverage, is unable to make it today because his wife has gone into labor, so they are at the hospital right now. But we do have his products at the end of, or at the back there, so do get a chance to try the products today. He will be coming back next month to pitch, but yeah, very exciting times for him. We'll excuse him 100%. So again, if you haven't got the QR code here with the feedback and interest, please do take note. Don't see any phones coming out. So I will bring Lucas up to the front here to present Tenzr Health.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lucas, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Tenzr Health. Tenzr Health is a Mayo Clinic-backed AI digital health company, harnessing the power of gamification to improve patient outcomes in physical medicine. Folks, injury care in North America is broken. Over 50% of Americans and Canadians suffer from musculoskeletal pain. There's a massive shortage of rehab clinicians to treat patients, leading to long wait times. Clinical outcomes are poor due to low patient compliance with rehab, caused by lack of clarity and motivation in the rehab process. I was a perfect example of this. When I was 23 years old, I hurt my lower back quite badly, resulting in 2 herniated discs, and had to hobble around in pain for almost 4 years. No one could give me a clear, measurable, actionable path to recovery or assure me that I would recover. So I combined forces with my co-founder to completely overhaul the musculoskeletal care paradigm. And together, we've built a management team that are experts in quantified health, gaming, wearable technologies, go-to-market in physical medicine, scaling and exiting health tech startups. So our big insight is thinking of the recovery journey as a multi-level game that provides patients with reassurance throughout that journey and insights for the clinicians. So why gamification? Well, at a high level, in a game, you have a clear map to accomplish your goals. You know exactly where you are on the journey and what to do next. You immediately engage. The present challenge is suited for your skill level, in our case, mobility level,
You get instant reward for the work put in. And gamification is also social, has fun competition, a sense of community, which counteracts the loneliness people can feel when dealing with these issues. And in this quick video, you'll see our patented medical sensors, I'm wearing it actually, that measure recovery status for patients, turn the boring exercises into games, and then produce enough data to create the shortest AI-assisted recovery pathway for each patient. And this gives therapists objective data to be able to manage the patient, either advance, pull them on their program, and intervene as needed. And in this case, the patient will know where they're in the journey, what to do next, and how much effort is left to reach a full recovery. So I'm proud to say, this is not conceptual, 80% of our patients complete full course of treatment compared to 30% industry standard. And I'm very proud of this impact that we're already having in the industry. So the timing is right, folks. As of 2022, we are fully reimbursable in the United States under a new paradigm called remote therapeutic monitoring. In other words, we partner with clinics and help them generate an additional 20% of revenue per patient. And we have a tiered go-to-market approach. We're starting with tier 1 physician-owned PT clinics. These are orthopods, orthopedic centers. Surgeons own the practice. And the reason that's our ICP, because it's high patient volume, quick buying decisions, and emphasis on quality care. We're also involved in tier 2, which are hospital systems and rehab chain clinics. We're active at quite a few. And lastly, we want to partner directly with insurance companies or payers to become the preferred RTM solution for their contracted providers. So how does it actually work? Well, Tenzr kits are provided on a consignment basis at no cost to clinics. The kit is then provided to the patient to use at home. At the end of the month, the clinic bills the insurance company. We invoice the clinic. The patient is on the platform for an average of 2 months, reaches full recovery. The Tenzr kit is refurbished and sent out with the next patient. So we charge the clinic $35 per patient per month. Our COGS, how much it costs us one kit, $60 per kit. And because of the reuse of the Tenzr kits with patients, we get an 86% gross margin. So talking about traction, we already have 4 contracts signed since last quarter with POPTs in the United States. We have a fully developed and operational FDA-listed medical device. We've integrated into the clinical workflow of over a dozen very busy orthopedic practices, and we've proven that Tenzr patients are almost 3 times more compliant with rehab compared to industry standard. We've also proven the ROI for clinics by demonstrating an increase of up to 20% of additional revenue per patient. And we've done all this with a proprietary tech stack that is defensible and protected by US patent. And we have active pilots transitioning to paid contracts at large organizations like Mayo Clinic, Cedars-Sinai, and UCSF. But to keep up with this momentum and be at so many clinics and the top institutions in North America, we're raising a quick $1 million. Our target was 750. We blew through that. We're at 85% now, fully committed, closed. Existing investors, new investors, owners of PT clinics, physicians. It's a convertible note with $7.5 million cap, 20% discount, 5% interest. We are also EBC eligible, so we can issue you a SAFE if you're interested in the tax credit. And with that funding, we have 3, I'm almost at the end. So we want to increase sales, activate more clinics, and treat more patients at a high level. So with that, I invite you all to join our journey to level up the recovery experience for us and future generations. Meet me in the back. I can give you a real life demo. We have a little table in the back there too. And with that, I'm good. Thank you.
Stick around. We will, I'll ask a quick question here. And so obviously, fantastic product. I am firsthand experience of someone who goes to physio and then doesn't do the exercises I'm supposed to. And I'm sure there are others in the room that do the same thing. So getting that 79% completion is massive. I'm curious if you can tell us a little bit more about why you are winning in the market.
Yeah, I'm happy to. Very, very happy to. So there's 3 main reasons I would say. Number one, we've become, and this won't sound humble, but we are the RTM experts in the industry right now. This new care paradigm came out in 2022. There's a lot of nuances around it. And we've educated ourselves at really teaching clinics of how to implement this new care paradigm and how it will impact their clinical workflow. And as you all know, if you want to introduce any new technology into existing clinical workflow at providers, it's very challenging. And so we've done an incredible job at mapping out the workflow minute to minute, how therapists work day to day, and made sure that our RTM solution is custom and fits within that clinical workflow. And I think compared to all of our competitors, We know for a fact, because a lot of the contracts we've signed, they've tried our competition and they've dropped them and used us. That's one. Two is improve patient compliance better than any of our competitors. And three, really harnessing the power of gamification and having this ability to provide patients reassurance and then providing insight to therapists and unlocking that black box that exists kind of in between rehab sessions, and that has never been done before. So it's a combination of all those three together.
Again, thank you so much. And yeah, do check out the device afterwards in the networking. All right. Thank you again, Lucas. Next up, we have A2O Advanced Materials. I'll introduce Damon here. Hand over the controls.
So my name is Damon Gilmore. I'm VP Research at A2O Advanced Materials, and I'm excited to share with you our story of how we're transforming adhesion. So A2O, we're a materials innovation company. We're headquartered in Vancouver, and our mission is to create products that improve performance, eliminate failure, and eliminate waste in high-impact industries. Our goal is to change the way industry thinks and uses bonding materials. Why we need innovation is across every sector, bonding materials are required to maximize the performance and longevity of products. And yet, as all of these industries seek to decarbonize and improve the sustainability of their operations, the limitation of current bonding materials are actually a major impediment to these goals. We need to invest in new materials to truly enable decarbonization. At A2O, we're deliberate about choosing applications that not only improve performance and reduce cost, but have a transformative impact on sustainability. To enable bonding in the era of sustainability, it is imperative that we invest in materials that improve performance and longevity. Current adhesive and coating materials inevitably fail, resulting in enormous excess cost and waste, and yet we still rely on the same adhesive materials that were developed in many cases over 50 years ago. At A2O, we've developed a dynamic bonding system that combines several unprecedented material properties. Our materials stick to virtually any substrate, including even non-stick materials such as plastics, fluoropolymers, etc., composite materials. Our materials are also self-healing. This means the material, when cut, damaged, or scratched, can actually rebond and completely regenerate its properties. This also lends the material enables the material to be reversible, meaning you could reuse the material, it could regenerate its adhesion, and it even enables recycling. Furthermore, our materials are waterproof and stick very well underwater, which is a major differentiator from conventional materials. When you think of these conventional materials, anyone who's used an adhesive or coating is familiar with the curing process. This curing process is the only time you form bonds when you have an adhesive or coating. With our systems, we actually have what we call dynamic bonds. These are materials that constantly reform bonds with their environment. What this means is with a conventional system, when anything happens or any failure mechanism happens, it's unable to recover any of its bonding properties. In contrast, our materials are able to promote this reversible bonding, which means you could reuse the material and even recycle it. Our core technology is a breakthrough catalytic process to produce these novel bonding materials. Our process is scalable, low waste, and we form a broad product library from abundant feedstocks. We formulate our products into coatings, adhesives, and tapes, as well as additives. Our first market entry is actually to work with partners within their formulations. Our goal here is to provide our additives and improve the performance within two key segments. The first is amine hardeners. This is the segment where we're focusing on producing better adhesive and composite materials. Notably, composite materials for the pursuit of lightweight and more robust materials are a game changer in transportation. As well, in the rubber industry, we're focusing on using our additives to improve performance and processing, as well as circularity. Every year, over 1 billion tires are disposed without an effective way of recycling them. But our transformational opportunity is our own proprietary product. This is a self-healing primer coating that prevents corrosion. Corrosion is a $1 trillion problem, and with current anti-corrosive coating systems, the challenge is it requires lots of maintenance because as soon as that coating fails, corrosion is going to be accelerated and it can have catastrophic consequences. With our system, it's actually able to be proactive and regenerate its properties, which prevents that accelerated corrosion once failure. Imagine having an asset that can actually protect itself by responding to the environment. The two segments we're focusing on are oil and gas and marine. These are both segments in which corrosion leads to significant economic and environmental penalties. Our go-to-market is to first pursue these strategic relationships, so specifically focusing on partner formulations through joint development, but really our transformational opportunity is our own proprietary coating system. We're currently piloting this coating system, and we're going to use progressive pilots for our A2O coating launch. And our ultimate goal is to partner with a global manufacturer who could provide the access to the customer base and manufacturing support we'll need. We have a robust patent portfolio from the core technology to materials to applied fields of use. This has been exclusively licensed from UBC, where the technology originated, and notably our first patents have issued. We have a passionate team dedicated to bring this to market. We have subject matter expertise in scaling up chemical technologies, as well as core subject knowledge. And we're currently in the midst of raising a $2 million seed round. We're going to be using these funds to scale up our manufacturing, build out our commercial team, and drive towards our first inflection, which is getting some sales and market expansion with those priority applications. We work with a number of partners. We're a very collaborative company. And I'd like to thank you a lot for your attention. We also have some samples that we'll be able to show after if you'd like to see the self-healing adhesive materials. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Damon. So I want to go back to this partners slide, and maybe even you can flip back to the go-to-market. But your partners do seem to be a key in getting that initial traction and then scaling your business as well. And so I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about these partners and maybe where you're at in the conversations and in building these relationships.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the question. So yeah, what we've learned is the fastest way to get technology to market, specifically in the chemical industry, is to show you could add value to partner formulations. That's why we're pursuing that first while we pursue our own formulation. So within partner formulations, we're focusing within adhesive, composite, multinational companies, also companies involved in construction where there's key bonding challenges. For our own proprietary material, I'd also just like to highlight SV Business Group and ICAT. These are companies we're working with. ICAT in particular is a corrosion coating manufacturer in Canada. It's a leading coating manufacturer and research and development center. I just said that. And they're helping us by giving us that third-party validation, testing to industry standards, and identifying the best segments for us to bring the technology first.
Thank you so much, Damon. That's fantastic. All right. Next, we will introduce James Russell of Livo Financial. I'll hand over the controls and take it away.
Hello, everyone. I'm James from Livo Financial, and we're giving Canadians a new way to earn. Our mission at Livo Financial is simple: financial empowerment to all Canadians through financial services. I want to start off with talking a little bit about myself. It's always a good thing to do in an event like this. So I'm a Métis Indigenous individual with experience building fintech. I built the Canada Post My Money Loan with a team powered by TD. Many of you would have seen the advertisements on TV or billboards around Vancouver. I also ran the Indigenous banking pilot for Canada Post. It's actually in this project, I realized there was an opportunity to serve the Indigenous market in Canada in a way that no other company is currently doing. I want to start off with the customer profile. His name is Steven. He's a male. He makes $150,000 a year in the energy sector. He's First Nations. He lives rural. He has to drive 3 hours to his nearest financial institution in order to conduct any financial service business. This is a true story, by the way. He lacks knowledge of investing, but he is tech savvy. He has $1,000 saved in an RSP. After 5 years of Steven investing with Livo Financial, he would have $38,000, just starting with his $1,000 contribution, investing $500 a month. I truly believe someone like Steven wouldn't have the opportunity to have $38,000 if not for Livo Financial. Our target market is people like Steven, Indigenous Canadians. There's 2 million Indigenous Canadians in Canada, 50,000 Indigenous entrepreneurs. The Indigenous economy right now is $54 billion, projected to grow to $100 billion within the next few years. There's over 1 million rural Indigenous individuals in Canada like Steven. Our answer to meeting them is a digital wealth manager in your pocket. Right now, anyone in this room could go to livofinancial.com, sign up, and be investing in less than 5 minutes. We've partnered with a company called OneVest. OneVest is commonly known for partnering with the unicorn Neo Financial. And OneVest enables us to reach the Indigenous community in a way that no other company in Canada is currently doing. I want to talk about our traction year to date. We're moving pretty quick here. So we actually launched this company in August with Indigenous focus groups. We did some digital ad testing. We met with leaders in the Indigenous community. We signed with OneVest. We started developing a web app, our product offering. We started testing our web app with real life customers. In December, we have a live product. And right now to date, We're in the process of forming an Indigenous advisory board with some very notable names in the Indigenous community, a national marketing campaign. And if we look out to May, we'll have 3,000 customers, a team of 5, and 31,000 in monthly recurring revenue. I want to talk about our revenue projections. So we estimate we can make $6.2 million in yearly revenue within 3 years based on 50,000 customers, an average account size of 25,000. We get paid similar to any other asset manager, 50 basis points per dollar for assets under management, which is significantly cheaper, over half, 50% cheaper than what you'd be getting at a bank mutual fund. Let me go to the next one here. There we go. So this is where Livo Financial really shines. Because we're taking a niche strategic approach, we're able to acquire customers significantly cheaper than our more generalist competitors. Right now, our testing is coming in at $9, which is significantly cheaper than any kind of digital wealth robo-advising platform. So we believe we can acquire 50,000 customers for $450,000. I want to talk about future markets here because the United States has 10 million Indigenous individuals with significant cultural overlap. So once we conquer the Canadian market, our partner OneVest is already launching into the States. We can easily go cross-border with this with relative ease and speed. So we're raising $500,000. This money will predominantly spent be towards sales generating activities because we're in market with a live product currently. We're also looking for advice in the area of financial services, digital marketing, and user growth. And lastly, we're asking people to try out Livo Financial. You go to livofinancial.com. Like I said, you can sign up and be investing within 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, James. All right, so I do want to dive in a little bit into your target customers, the niche that you're going after. I mean, I really like the focus on the Indigenous community. Seems like you're getting a great response from them already. Is there an opportunity for you to expand into different customer groups and to get a larger market potential here? And if so, how do you plan to go about doing that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So yeah, we do believe we can use the strength behind conquering our niche to expand to other niches and a more generalist approach. If you look at the digital wealth management space right now, the asset management space in Canada is 2.6 trillion. The digital first investment right now is 120 billion, growing at a rate of 31% a year, projected to be 192 billion by 2027. If you look at one of our greatest competitors would be Wealthsimple. They just had an article in Financial Post. They're growing $1 billion a month assets under management. So there's significant market here and opportunity to not just get the Indigenous community, but friends of the Indigenous community, young people that are idealistic, that want to help Indigenous people, older people that want to help the Indigenous community. And we think this is actually a larger opportunity once we conquer our niche to go beyond the niche.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, James. All right. Next up, we have Nicola Claxton of Emoot. I'll hand over the controls for you and put 5 minutes on the clock.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nicola Claxton. I am founder and CEO of financial technology company called Emoot. It's a company I founded 2 years ago after finding about $500 worth of unused gift cards lying around the house. At the time, I was working with university students, and we were researching how the gifting dynamic supports personal happiness. And at the time, we came across a pretty stunning statistic. Although gift cards are the most popular gift given year over year, 1 in 3 is never used. Of the 1,800 people that we researched, surveyed, interviewed, we started to understand that the way gift cards work today just doesn't make sense anymore. They're the $500 worth of gift cards. Our solution is Emoot. This is the evolution of the gift card. For gifters who want to be confident that they're giving a gift that is memorable, it's going to be appreciated, it's something that will actually be used and not wasted. Emoot is an app that works on your phone or on your computer desktop that helps you send a simple, personalized message. You can add text, GIF, photos, video, even a voice recording alongside your gifted funds. And for the giftee who wants the ease and flexibility to buy how and where they want, Emoot is a prepaid virtual MasterCard that you can store in your mobile wallet. So you can spend your gifted funds anywhere in the world MasterCard's accepted online or with tap to pay in store. This is a new and novel innovation in Canada. Unlike other prepaid card suppliers or retail gift cards that are really popular, Emoot is the only person-to-person prepaid card that lets a gifter create this emotive response online with their giftee, while at the same time giving the giftee something they want in a mobile solution. And unlike Gusto, which many are you familiar with, corporate rewards programs that use prepaid cards, Emoot is something for everyone, not just for the folks within one company or organization. So far, our prototype has been resonating with our target customers, and we have a group of primed beta users ready for launch this spring. After launch, we have 2 built-in growth engines. The first, our early adopters are university students. These are the folks we've been working with already for over a year with our research. Using a pull strategy, university students will ask for an Emoot card, not a gift card. Therefore, their parents and their family members, we've all been through this the holidays, can now give an Emoot and become an Emoot gifter. Following are our young professionals. This is the largest gift card buying segment. For every Emoot given, we actually gain a second Emoot user, and that's the giftee. So as a natural engine of growth, we can promote giftees to become gifters themselves. This translates into over $200 million a year in revenue potential for us. And we make money in 2 ways: online sales to gifters and MasterCard interchange from the merchant. Super simple. This first product alone has us breaking even within 2 years, addressing only 1% of that revenue potential with a huge market room left to grow. Tailwinds for us are the large and growing prepaid gift card industry in Canada. And with our customers, our target group, digital, mobile, and tap to pay are trending. I'm a 2-time founder. I'm an MBA just from downstairs and Techstars alumna. I've also got decades of business and technology leadership experience. My co-founder and CTO, Adam, who's watching right now online, he and I work together at Lululemon. And together our team has the startup, business, industry, and technical expertise to execute and succeed. And we have been. We are 90% MVP development complete with bootstrapping and with funding contribution from IRAP. We're at an inflection point, and we're raising $500,000 on a $3 million cap in order to, 1, sign with our MasterCard issuing bank partner. This is Digital Commerce Group based out of Calgary. This will launch our first product and we'll start earning revenue. We're a really lean organization, and this amount gets us 2 years of runway in order to become cash flow positive. And I'm here to meet investors and folks interested in positive social impact, consumer fintech, mobile commerce. If that's you or someone you know, I'd love to meet and connect. Thank you.
So you mentioned that social impact is core to your business. And I was wondering if you could give us a little bit more insight into that side of the business.
Yeah, thanks. We're really a social enterprise. And personally, I draw a lot of inspiration from the World Happiness Report and from the UN SDGs for responsible consumption and health and well-being. Because loneliness, anxiety, these are major social issues, especially with youth and young adults. I have 2 children. I know this. And with our university students, we're hearing it loud and clear. So our mission and vision is to support mental health and well-being through stronger social connections. So we want to be there at those emotionally charged moments in your life, those life milestones, those cultural celebrations with your family, and just even to be able to share gratitude and appreciation with others, strangers, neighbors. So we're really a gifting and gratitude platform, I call it. And Adam and I are really excited to be able to provide some of our Emoot users in our community with funds for them to give and then share those stories back. And as we know, kindness to others, having someone be kind to you, but even especially kindness being seen between other people is a proven method to boost our happiness. And our name, Emoot, emoot.io, Emootio is Finnish for emotions. And Finland is an homage to Finland, who is always top of the list in the World Happiness Report because of their emphasis on family and community connection. And that's what we're trying to achieve. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Nicola. All right. Next up, I'd like to invite Blake Poniak from Nourish Labs to introduce us to your company here.
Hello, everybody. Let's just start with the fact that there is currently 8 billion people on the planet, and every country is challenged with food production and food security issues. The agriculture industry is facing unprecedented change, and we're excited to be a part of that change. Our automated platform enables farmers to grow predictable, high-yield, nutrient-rich crops while reducing crop loss, labor cost, water and fertilizer usage, and effluent waste. We've developed the most advanced plant nutrient formulation delivery platform for agriculture. It's essentially autonomous growing. This is what PitchBook recently named this year as one of the top 3 areas of agriculture to focus on. In October 2022, we acquired the leading innovator in precision fertigation. They launched in 2017 after several years of R&D. They had invested $1.5 million in their tech and generated almost $2 million in revenue. Those are some images from some of their installations across Canada. This is one installation in Vernon, BC. It's a 30,000 square foot, $20 million facility that we operate 24/7. It saves them $175,000 a year in labor costs and over $18,000 in fertilizer costs. And our system helps increase their crop yield as well. We spent the last year developing our brand new platform. It's a completely new envisioned platform. It's our 5th generation platform. It's modular, scalable, plug and play, feature rich, and it's able to be created and shipped anywhere in the world. In terms of traction and momentum, Nourish Labs was incorporated for the acquisition. Since then, we've invested $1 million since October 2022, $1 million in completing development of that platform. We've completed it. We have partnerships with SFU, UBCO, and the BC Centre for Agri-Tech Innovation, and we are now going to market. This is a picture of a strawberry vertical farm in Alberta that is a 16,000 square foot facility producing 1.3 million pounds of strawberries per year that we're currently rolling out in. Our go-to-market strategy for this new platform is to target the greenhouse market in North America. There's 27,000 greenhouses, and that market is growing because of climate change. The type of crops that our platform is ideally suited for, both indoor and outdoor, but the ones we're focused on are fruits and berries, herbs, vegetables, leafy greens, flowers, and cannabis. All of these are multi-billion-dollar markets. And in terms of how we make money, this is what got me really excited about the business. Is there's multiple areas where we make money. We make money on our hardware system sale. We have a perpetual software license that we have, professional services, maintenance and monitoring. And our system tracks every bit of data, the inputs and outputs, and we're actually able to tell when a client is using fertilizer and when they're going to run out, and also the substrates that they're using to grow the plant. Platform where we can actually supply them with all their fertilizers and all their substrates, and we're working with some of the fertilizer companies so we can generate margin from that as well, which will be absolutely, will eclipse our current revenue forecast. In the next 3 years, we forecast hitting $3.5 million in revenue. This is conservative. This doesn't include any of the consumables that I just mentioned. In month 19, we're break even with 0.05% of the market only. And we'll do this by way of existing relationships that we've established and existing customers and existing dealers and distributors and our new partner channel that we're rolling out. This is the team that we assembled. When we looked at buying the company, it was really important for me to make sure I had the team that was willing to get involved and actually help scale and grow the business. These are people that I've worked with in the past. They've all had exits. And Alex, I worked with for the last 20 years. He owns an engineering development firm. His last exit was to Textron, like the Textron, New York Stock Exchange Textron. Paul Heathcote, I worked with, brought him into Reigning Champ. Paul is CFO operations. Reigning Champ was acquired by Aritzia for $62 million 2 years ago. These guys have all written checks. Justin is the original founder, inventor, and visionary for the product. He's got a background in agriculture and robotics. And then these is a group also that we've brought to the table that can help us in terms of international business, manufacturing. Some of them are good friends of mine, and many of them have written checks as well. And this is what we're here for. We're here to close out our round. We're raising 1.6 million US. We've already closed half of it. We're doing it at a 44% discount to what valuations of companies are at this stage. This is a seed. This is our first round of financing, despite all of the history and all the investment and all the traction and a 5th version of product. This is our first round of financing. So it's a seed round, but we're actually a growth stage company, if you will. So 50% close, and we also have a term sheet from a corporate VC that is invested in agriculture. They're actually the ones who introduced us to the strawberry farm. It's their portfolio company, and it's a $1 million term sheet. And of course, we have the tax credit and is RSP eligible. We have a trustee relationship in place already. And that's it. So if you want to grow with us, happy to have a conversation.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Blake. So I would like to dive in a little bit into the competitive landscape. And so can you just tell us a little bit about how the Nourish platform is better than what the competitors have, and maybe give some examples of those competitors?
Sure. Again, so the last 7 months since we got focused on it, we actually had someone working, their exclusive job was competitive intelligence. And this industry has not seen any change in technology for the last 10 years. They still use what's called, and I'm going to get maybe a little technical here, but it's important to note. They use what's called an inline system, where when they're feeding plants and irrigating crops, they just have water that goes through a tube and they inject concentrated fertilizers in it. Plants only absorb nutrients at a certain pH range. So for the first 6 minutes, there's a real inconsistent level of the pH. It's not even balanced. And there can also be chemical reactions between these concentrates that mix together. We patented a batch preparation solution, which actually mixes all of the nutrients together, pH balances it, homogenizes it. The first drop that goes out is consistent and it's balanced for maximum absorption. So they're still using an old antiquated platform. The second thing is we're very software centric and we're an open platform. So we're able to integrate with existing infrastructure like we are in that strawberry farm. And we collect all the data. So we have management reporting, we store all the recipes, they can edit. And because it's a modular platform, so that original video you saw where that huge system for that room, that was our original platform. We got it down to this small compact solution that is more efficient. And we can create it and ship it anywhere. And if someone had a 4,000 square foot facility and they wanted to grow, it's just more Lego blocks, if you will. Whereas our competitors, you have to actually forklift out their infrastructure and get a whole new system. So that's just a couple of the key points. And we're also priced lower than those guys. So market entry, our margins are fantastic, but because we don't have all those big tanks and all this other infrastructure, we can actually go in at a lower price point and basically hit the market.
Great. Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Blake of Nourish Labs. All right. Next, we've got Viri of Nano Sentinel. We'll get you set up here. Make sure this works. Perfect. We're good to go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Viri Perez, CEO and co-founder of Nano Sentinel, and we built the best lab in a box to test for metals. We're helping the the critical minerals industry with process optimization, saving time and money. About 1 billion years ago, a supernova explosion sprinkled metals all over the universe. Metals are part of us, our homes, our phones, and everything else we keep for granted in our modern lives. Metals are very good, but they can also be very bad. Add a little bit of manganese in your water and you'll end up in the hospital. But if you add enough lithium or nickel to a battery, you have clean energy. And so the amounts of metals and where they go is really important, not just for performance, but also for safety. The problem is testing for metals is incredibly difficult and expensive. You either buy an instrument or spend just about as much contracting the services and having to wait several weeks to get results back. Overall, the industry in Canada spends 300 million a year contracting services and having to wait up to 6 months to get the results back. And so for a mining company, this is crazy, considering these results affect the value of their stocks. So Nano Sentinel design turned a complex scientific process into a quick and user-friendly solution. We combine hardware and software, and we can test for metals in only 4 minutes, producing 90% less waste. The instrument is very easy to use. You don't even need to be a chemist to use it. We're a B2B platform as a service company. Our subscription includes hardware rental, consumable sales, and access to our multi-platform web app that hosts our proprietary database. We're able to monetize this database multiple times. We recover the cost of the device in only 3 months, and an average annual purchase is around $115K a year with variable consumable sales. The need for metal testing across the lifetime of a metal is significant. A lot of mining companies have very large operation, anywhere from exploration, extraction, even recycling. We're not even talking about where the metals go after, but all of these involves testing large amount of samples, sometimes over the span of several years and in very remote locations. So the opportunity here for testing is really significant. The fact that our solution is portable and very convenient to use really adds a lot of value to the industry, because the existing methods of testing are not, it opens up opportunities for us that are not even available for the existing methods of testing. So we had a little bit of traction in fuel cells. We went to one of the top 5 manufacturers of fuel cells. And then we decided to shift our focus to mineral extraction. This is because we think the need is more urgent there. We're also already talking to the service providers. This is both an environmental and extraction, and we know where to go to scale for channel distribution. So just to give you an example, around 570 subscription already takes us to 100 million in ARR. So our competitors are large companies manufacturing these scientific instruments. They sell directly to service laboratories, but none of them are quick, portable, or low waste. We're aiming at capturing a chunk of their market because they are also potential acquirers, and we can disrupt their revenues with our price points. This is what our current pipeline looks like. You'll see some of the largest mining companies in the world. We're right now waiting on an NDA with Vale. We already have 15 qualified leads to follow up in January, just out of the last 2 months of discovery in the local mining conferences. Our exit strategy is, of course, an acquisition by one of these large instrumentation companies. These are some examples in the industry. They're not only looking at the revenues, they're also looking at the IP portfolio, and we're building for both. And it's important to remember that we're a subscription company, so we have the potential to exit with larger multiples. We supported our R&D with funds from IRAP. Today, we have a field-tested product. This last year, we worked really hard on building our IP portfolio. We filed our first provisional patent. We have a fully fledged IP strategy. We filed for trademark. And then this year, we're moving into the market and also executing on our IP strategy with further system integrations of the technology. So we're not your typical tech founders. We're entrepreneurs, we're team leaders, and we're also great at combining our areas of expertise: chemistry, sensors, and software. We're very lucky to have great scientific and business advisors. We're supported by IRAP, by Venture Lab, and here at SFU Venture Labs, our lead advisor is also a mining expert. We're raising $800K in common equity. The goal is to bring the entire team on full time rather than just me. We also need to hire sales and R&D support, and this would allow us to capture a funnel of 450K in ARR or only just 5 accounts. We're always looking for introductions in the critical mineral industry, so please get in touch and help us chase Stardust.
Great job, very fantastic. All right, so I want to ask you a little bit more about the validation that you've done. So you've done some pilots in the fuel cell sort of sector, and you've said that you've got a field tested product out there. And so if you could tell us a little bit more about the validation that you have done on your technology.
Yeah, so we worked with Accelera by Cummins. You probably know them better for their diesel engines. They're one of the top 5 fuel cell manufacturers. What we did with them is they sent us their samples. They sent half of their samples to their trusted service provider. They waited several weeks for results, and 2 days after we received the samples, we had results. And so that was pretty good. We were able to directly compare. After that, we actually went to their site and ran the device with their own computer on their own network, and they were fascinated by how fast they were actually able to measure metals. And so that is what we've done on the technological side of it. In terms of mining, we've done over 50 interviews to validate the need.
Fantastic. And you have something to show at the back afterwards?
Yeah, so we wrote the product. There's a computer to show you the app so you can actually see it. We don't have samples because that's not really what you want to be handling in these kind of situations. But yeah, you can actually come and see the instrument.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Viri. All right. So again, please do show interest or give feedback, and it would be so helpful for the companies. We're just about there. That was all of the presentations for this evening. So kicking the new year off with some amazing companies. I'm really impressed. So the next event, we're going back to the first Wednesday of the month. So it is February 7th. For the next one. And as Jackson mentioned, there is that pitch perfect preview for the startup visa program the following day on February 8th. I believe that is at 9 a.m. So just a reminder that memberships come in different shapes and sizes. So the full membership to come in person is $600. If you are an investor in one of our partner fund group members, then that is a 33% discount, and online is just $300. And these are annual prices. So huge bang for your buck. Love for you to bring guests with that full membership. You do get to bring a guest to these events as well. Want to grow this community of investors and really help these entrepreneurs scale their businesses. Without further ado, let's get to some networking, meet the founders, check out what they have brought, and then also, as I mentioned before, ALO has their drinks at the back there. I'll leave that up there. But again, thank you all for coming this evening, and yeah, let's meet the great founders from tonight.